Hello, ADE 600. This is Laura Luriviere, and I will be answering some questions for discussion 1, week 3. So some of the education that I have experienced for formal, I would consider K through 12 as well as my college experience. Some of the non-formal education, I would consider this some of the continuing education I've done to maintain my veterinary technician license. So I need 12 credits at least per year, end up usually doing more than that. And then other things that I've done is taken like yoga classes, or I did an aerial yoga class a ways back, jewelry workshop, things like that I would all consider non-formal education. Online learning, so I'm earning my master's degree. This is the third class that I have taken in the master's program. And so that would be online learning. I've also had the opportunity to do a lot of my continuing ed classes online. So fortunately, you can find a lot of things that are available for free and very convenient. Say you're running late or whatever, there's a number of different continuing ed options out there, depending upon what your interests are. And I think that is kind of safe to say for a lot of different professions out there, not just the veterinary profession. Informal learning, so that would be day-to-day learning. So no structure to it, just kind of the learning day-to-day, interacting with people. I'm constantly learning, interacting with friends, with coworkers, with the students that are in my classes. And it can be just from going out to coffee with a friend, from, on the weekends, I get up in the morning, I make coffee, and I tend to kind of browse recipes and look for new recipes to try or plan some meals for the week, that sort of thing. So I'm also learning new recipes. I might be looking up ingredients and things like that. So some of the positives and negatives. So formal education, when I went to college, I first started out at a large state university in my state because I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do with myself. Some of the classes I was in were huge, like 100 students per class, so big, huge lecture hall. And for me, I really need a more intimate experience. I can kind of get lost in a crowd. So I transferred to Becker College, which is a private college in Massachusetts, much smaller. Some of my like 3rd and 4th year upper level courses had like 4 to 6 students in it. So it really held me accountable and made sure that I kind of kept on track and knew what I was doing. Online learning, I'm still kind of getting used to this. So this is my 3rd course, as I said. It's very convenient I can do it from home. I can do it at 6 in the morning, 6 at night, everything in between, as long as I'm making deadlines. So that's a huge positive. I wouldn't be able to do this if I was working full-time and trying to complete a master's. I'm able to do this part-time as well. It's not required to be full-time student. Some of the negatives, I guess, depending upon the class, some of the less of a personal experience, I guess, or harder to make connections with people because those aren't happening in person, they're happening through a computer screen. And as far as like non-formal learning, I don't really see a negative to that. I mean, that's basically an individual looking into what interests them and finding out more information. And learning, so that can be outside of job, just personal interest or whatever it is. I don't really see a negative to that. The situation that I learned best in would be a more intimate, personalized situation. So again, it's not really, even if I were to do like a jewelry workshop, the one that I took, there was, I think like 8 people in it to 1 instructor, which is good. If it was a huge class, that wouldn't really be appealing to me because I want to make that connection with the instructor and get help as needed. So look forward to seeing your guys' posts, and I hope you're all having a good week. Bye.